Hello, everyone. I am going to come on here a couple minutes early because I'm actually ready and I'm proud of myself. So I see everyone in the comments and it's just so fun. So I'm like, I want to come talk too. So thank you for being here. I'm so excited to chat about A Voice in the Wind. This is going to have full spoilers. We're going to be talking about all of our thoughts. So if you have not read this book before, don't watch this video because you do not want to be spoiled for this book. Just saying. But yeah, let's catch up. I just miss you guys. I love doing this with all of you. So here we go. Quick little note. Can you hear me? How's the volume? All the things. Let me know. But thank you so much for being here. Marcia was here like 40 minutes early. So thank you very much. And then I had to update as well. I'm awake. I set an alarm this time. So glad to be here, you guys. Hello. Hello, Esther. Yay. Oh, watching from South Africa. Welcome. I hope the timing's okay. So far, it seems like this is the best time for everyone. Oh, another South African. Hello. Oh, you haven't finished the book yet. No worries. Yeah, if it's a reread, that's all good. Yeah, so excited. Oh, we're happy you're here. Chipmunk cheek. Love that. Oh, I better silence my phone. So exciting. Loud and clear. Yay, good. Oh, okay. If I know, I'm gonna. Elma, yay, hello. Yay, so excited for this. Whoa, the comments are flooding in. Thank you so much. I can't keep up. This is amazing. Oh, Elma, you just finished this morning. That's amazing. Hello. In Illinois, hello. From India, hello, welcome. What time is it there? Good timing for you, 6 p.m. Good. Couldn't put the book down. I know, it's so good. I'm so glad that a lot of people liked it. I know it can be quite shocking if it's your first time, but it's very good. Oh, hi, Carmen. Yay, glad you're here. Hello. Oh, from Brazil? How exciting. So cool. Canadian, hello. It's raining in Ottawa. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is bright and sunny here in BC, so love this book. Yes. You read all three in April. That's amazing. I don't blame you. Like I would have done that too. If I hadn't already read them and knew it was coming, I would not have been able to stop myself for sure. From Tampa. Hello. I know, so international. I love it. So I hopefully that this is a good time for a lot of people. Works for me too. So that's great. And yeah, so guys, A Voice in the Wind. This was one of the like more highly anticipated reads for this book club because this is a very popular trilogy. I think after Redeeming Love, this is her most popular book series. So I figured a lot of people had already read it before, and I also know that it can be quite controversial, I guess, because it is very graphic and there's hard things in it. But looking through Fable and stuff, most people seem to get along with it not too badly. It is a slow start. I mean, in my opinion, it was when I first read it. So I'd be curious how you guys like connected with it at the beginning, because I had some people like message me privately saying like, I don't know if I can finish this book. Like it's not hooking me. And I was like, push through. And I think once I like looked at like when I think it starts to get good, it's like kind of a ways into the book, in my opinion. If you've not read it before and you don't like know what to expect, but like, I don't even know. I guess once you get to Rome, maybe, yeah, which isn't too far in. It's like 40 pages in, but yeah. So, but I'm glad like all of you here, you read it, you finished it, and you liked it, I hope. So yeah, okay. I just talked a little bit. Let me see the comments if I missed anything. This clip is like pulling on my hair. Ouchie. Oh, Taylor, hello. Yay. Aw. I enjoyed all the other books we've read, but this has been by far the best one. Yes. I'm so glad, Hannah. Yeah. I know this is one of her best for sure. Okay, where are we here? It was a hard read because of the bar. Yes, I know. It's graphic. It's graphic. I know, but it's accurate to the time. And I appreciate that she is not afraid to go there because it just contrasts the light and the dark so well. Okay, took 25% of the book to finally get into it. Yeah, I know. And you know what? Like when I first read it too, I remember thinking like, this is so boring. what? But I was like, I have to push through. And then by the end, I'm so invested that I'm like, this is the best book I've ever read. But it was very boring at the beginning. So what am I supposed to do? And then reading it again for the second time, a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, I see why she set it up. Like she took her time to set up the setting, to set up the characters, and I appreciated it more. And because I wasn't like in a rush to read it, or maybe I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it, but I liked it better the second time, to be honest. It was a really slow start. I know. Had to stop myself. My tumor wasn't in control. I would have blazed through. I know. Like, if you guys watch some of my videos, I was like, you guys, like, I need to read An Echo in the Darkness right now. And I did start it. But I held myself back because I was like, no, I want to like put my updates in the Fable. So I'm going to switch it actually right after this live in Fable. I'll put it to Echo in the Darkness. Oh boy. Binge book 2 and 3. Oh, okay, nice. I love it. Binge the book in 2 to 3 days. Yes, that's the thing. I agree. It gets better every time. Alma's first time reading it. Okay, slow start for you, but you need to push through the end. I know. The ending is, I guess, like, yeah, what makes this book so great. And read the second book. That's all I can say. Oh, dude. Okay, let me look at these comments. Yeah, a lot of you are agreeing that it was a slow start at the beginning. Wow, a lot of people saying it's the best book they've ever read. I am so happy about that. Okay, yes. I'm going to try to get to the bottom of these comments, and then I actually decided I had to make like a bit of a discussion guide because I was like, we could talk forever about everything. And so I'll tell you in a second. But yes, okay, good. I'm glad that I think most people who do push through really like it in the end. Okay, yeah. I agree. Like the gladiator scenes, it's like, do I really need to know this? But oh, see, and then someone likes them. See, we all have different tastes. I love that. Love that. Yeah, it's like a history book for sure. Okay, liking Echo in the Darkness better. I agree. I think it's better, but yeah. It was hard to get into the first book, and I was like, oh, Ashina really loves this series, and I loved it so much. Yay, 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 yay. Love. Wait, Taylor, it was your first Francine Rivers book? How is that possible? What an epic way to start with her books. Wow. Was it anyone else's first book? Wow. Well, I'm glad you liked it. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, what I think is we'll go by characters. And then I just want to make a comment about the places too. Like, I'm assuming most of you have this copy. I think this is like the copy that's going around. There is an older cover, but I think this is the most updated cover. So if you buy it, this is what you'll have. And mine, and I'm assuming all of them have the little like places at the front, you know, to like show where they're going to. So I want to just chat about like those as well, but we'll start with characters. And all the characters I feel like matter to talk about are Hadassah, Marcus, Julia, Atreides, I think is how you say it, Decimus and Phoebe, and Caliba. Those are the characters that I'd like to discuss with you guys. And then we'll see how long that takes, because I'm willing to be here as long as possible, or as long as needed, because there's so much to say. Okay, so it's obviously 5 stars for me, and a lot of you here are saying that you all liked it, so I'm really glad. If anyone didn't like it and you're feeling like, what's wrong with me? I didn't like this book. Don't feel bad. It's totally fine. We all have different tastes, and I know it's very intense and it's not for everyone. And if you just read for happiness, I don't know about this book if that's bringing happiness, but to me, it's so hopeful. It's so encouraging. It's so inspiring. Like all of these epic words that it's like, this is what it means to live as a Christian, the way Hadassah lived her life. So let's talk about Hadassah. Hadassah for me is I think she is my favorite fictional character. And if I could meet a fictional character, I'd pick her. If I could be like a fictional character, I'd be like her. I identify with her fear so strongly, you guys, because fear is definitely something that I struggle with. And anxiety kind of like results in that. And how she was so rooted and confident in like in God, even though at the very beginning we saw her faith struggle. I was so like encouraged to see that you can go from struggle and doubt and fear and and then also come to standing for Jesus and not backing down and not letting fear keep you from speaking the truth. And she just inspires me so much. I could read about her forever. I wish I could just follow her life. I wish we could know like all the things about her, because she's just exactly who I want to be like. And so yeah, Hadassah is a really special character to me. I love her name as well. And you know what? When I was a classroom teacher, I was teaching grade 1, and I had a little girl in my class named Hadassah, and I just thought she was the coolest thing ever. She was so cute and beautiful, and I was like, your name is special. So anyways, that's my take on Hadassah. I loved following her. Probably her perspective, well, no, absolutely. Her perspective in the book was my favorite to follow whenever it was one of her chapters or in her perspective. I just loved it because she's just so inspiring. And I wanted to know what her next thing would be that she does. And seeing her go and pray in the middle of the night. And like when the other characters said that she just had this peace about her, even though she was in slavery, like, I don't know if I would have that, you know? When I'm like in a bad place or like things are happening and I'm afraid or whatever, I don't have peace very easily. And to see how she just was so sure about Jesus that even if she was afraid and even if bad things happened, if she like didn't agree with Julia and whoever, like she just always had this peace with her, and it impacted how she treated other people. And I just could speak her praises forever. I loved Hadassah's character. So I think that's all I have to say about her. Let me see what you guys are saying. She's an unbelievable character. Stay with me forever. Yeah. I think because it had been so long for me, I forgot how amazing she is, but reading it again, I'm like, she's my favorite character of all time. Like, I love her. And Taylor, yay, I'm glad that she's a favorite character of all time for you too. I saw so many Goodreads reviews saying she was too perfect. Okay. I get that. I do get that. And actually one of the, most of the books I think have discussion questions at the back. And one of them was, do you think her faith was unrealistic? And honestly, I don't think so, because Christians back then had to have that level of faith to make it through. Otherwise, they would just give up and they would just like succumb to the culture of Rome. I think, I don't know, it just makes sense to me that like early Christianity and the early Christians, they had to know that they know that they knew that they knew, or whatever. They had to be so sure that they would never back down. And that's what they did. Christians were martyred for their faith. And I don't think her faith was unrealistic, to be honest. And that's my take. So I didn't actually see those reviews. I didn't look on Goodreads too much. But anyways, thank you for sharing that. I could go on and on. I'm sorry if I talk too much, you guys. Love Hadassah. Her growth throughout the book was so beautiful. I agree. Hadassah's servant heart is what struck me the most. I can see how you could reread the book and get something new. Yeah, totally. Saw that too, Hannah. But she had temptation with Marcus, so I don't see their point with the perfect comment. Yeah, totally. Thank you for saying that. You're right. Hadassah wept for those who hurt her. She prayed for the family that bought her as a slave and called her. Yeah, seriously. She was so humble and just not vain at all. Yeah. She was so genuine in her love for God and for others, even those who aren't good to her. Yeah. She is strong, courageous, inspiring. I saw that too. I think that was part of the brilliance of the writing. If she was a dark character, the book would be too dark. Yeah. We needed her hope and her light to get through the book, because every other character was like so lost in darkness and evil. it was tough. There were some pretty dark moments. I love that they expressed her self-critical nature, even though we see her as a great model of Christian. Yeah, she totally, she put herself down quite a bit, actually. And I, I could see that she did hold herself to a higher standard, and that was unrealistic maybe, but, um, yeah, she didn't see herself as perfect. She was just doing what she knew was like the Jesus movement of grace and salvation, through believing in Jesus, and worked for me. I love it. Also, she was so brave. I was so proud of her to resist love with Marcus. Yeah, that must have been so hard. Yeah, I kept telling myself throughout the book, in a world full of Julias, be ahead of us. I remember seeing your comment in Fable with that. That was a good one. That's good. Had asked the questions God in her situation first, but then she learns to trust God, forgive people, and stands for Jesus. Yeah, amazing. I think seeing her inner thoughts about struggling to find the right words, even though her faith is clearly so strong, that invites me to push. Yes, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the time she didn't know what to say, and she just like kind of fell back on the stories from her Jewish times, and knowing about like the history of her people, and God used that still, and that was okay. Maybe she could have just been like, Jesus is the savior, like believe in the Messiah, and but she was too afraid, and I don't blame her, and God used her anyways. So I think that, yeah, I'm encouraged by that God will use us even when we're afraid. um okay, yeah, Christians are still getting martyred for their faith, exactly. So I don't think that it's unrealistic. Yeah. One of the most memorable parts is when I know, that was so intense. I know. Yeah, most memorable parts when she sees that Julia's getting beat, like she doesn't even question, she just falls on her and then stays there. That was crazy. And yeah, that scene was scary because how do you say it? Caius? Is that how you say his name? Or yeah, I don't actually know. Um, it's just, I feel like all the men that she put in this book, and like, what was the guy's name? Claudius? Julia's first husband. Um, and then her second husband, like just seeing the contrast of how men treated their wives back then, and like beating your wife was fine. Like that was, you're allowed to do that because you actually own her. It's just crazy what it used to be like back then. And it's a good reminder, like how much, God has brought us through. So yeah, agree. Such a reflection of how Christ took our punishment. You're so right. I did not put that together. That is so good. I love that. See, even more things that I didn't even think of. You're so right. I didn't even put that together. That's really good. I love that. Okay, Carmen says, I think that's why she may seem perfect, because compared to the other characters, it may seem that way. It's just a testament to the power of the Holy Spirit equipping us to love differently. Totally, totally. And I do think when we're in those situations, God does empower us, and it's not actually us, it's Him. And so from the outside, it looks like, wow, you really have it together or whatever. But no, it was all the Holy Spirit. Reminded me that we need to know the words, that when we don't know what to say, it is written in our hearts. Love that. Yes, 100%. Oh, and yeah, good point. Jesus brought her father back to life, so I don't think her faith was unrealistic. You're so right. Yeah, like she knew that Jesus was the Lord, and so yeah, because she witnessed it firsthand. So how could you like deny that, right? Um, oh, this is a good question, Alma. Why do you think she loved Julia so much right away? So yeah, I think that God had such a purpose for Hadassah in that family, and I think it was like God putting like almost the burden on Hadassah's heart, like Julia, like care for Julia because no one else will. And yeah, I think God wanted to like show His love to Julia by giving her Hadassah. Um, but yeah, she really took to being a slave quite easily. Like she was like, I will be a great slave, and she was. But I think that again was like just how Christians like lived. They they worked like they were working for the Lord and not themselves and not other people. Okay, I love your comments so much. Ooh, it was such a neat writing technique to make her be the daughter of Jesus raising the widow's son. Oh, wait. To make her be the daughter of Jesus. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it now. Yes, I know. I like that she like pulled, a character from the Bible that's like there, but then she could like make the story her own. Okay, so I think we're going into other characters now, so this is good. Can we pivot to Marcus, you guys? Because Marcus, I loved Marcus's character. Like, I don't know, I like Phoebe quite a bit as well, but Marcus has to be my second favorite character, which is probably why I love An Echo in the Darkness so much, because Marcus. But yeah, I loved following Marcus's perspective and seeing the slow, like, kind of opening of his eyes to like really see the reality of what his culture is like, to see the culture of Rome and how just consumed with material, shallow things. And yet he was so deep in it himself. But then Hadassah like kind of gave him a new perspective. And then by the end, like it was revealed to him like how just, I don't even know, lost everyone is. Yeah. So tell me what you think about Marcus. You're conflicted. Okay. He's so layered. He's layered. Oh man. Read book 2 is all I can say. Read book 2 because Marcus, you will like him. Okay. And I think probably I liked him better the second reading because I know what his story is in book 2. But this is why book 2 is even better. But tell me, truly, what do you think about Marcus? Marcus at the end of the book. Francine had me praying for a book character. I know, seriously. I know, you're so right. It happens in book 2 too. Oh, yes. I feel like a lot of people could see themselves in him. He's so in the world. Yeah, totally. Yeah, him and Julia for sure. Yes, he was lost, and lost people do bad things. 100%. Yeah, same with Julia too, right? Like, just all of them so lost. And I think Hadassah knew that. And so she didn't condemn them for it. And she just like met them where they were at. Oh no, he lost me when he smacked. I know, that was like, wow. But it showed still how he viewed her, that he still didn't view her as an equal. He didn't view her as like someone to treasure. He viewed her as like someone to fulfill his pleasures. So yeah. Hard to deal with at times, but very realistic. Yes. Yes. You have to read book 2. Thank you for backing me up. Seeing the ending through Marcus's eyes had my heart pounding. I know, seriously, guys. When Julia says, like, I've dealt with your problem, like I've made it better. And then he runs to the arena and cries out to Hadassah and watches her get mauled. So intense. And then he like fully just disowns Julia. Like I think it definitely showed the depth of his love for Hadassah. Because isn't throughout the book at little times he like said he would like feel something that he wasn't used to feeling, and he's like, oh, what is that? I think it was jealousy and love were the two things that he wasn't used to feeling, because he was jealous of Hadassah whenever she would get attention from someone else, and then he loved her, but he like didn't know how to put that into words. Well, yeah. Conflicted is a great word. I liked the character because of how layered he was, but he was a hypocrite. I found myself great. Yes, I know. I think that was Francine Rivers' like talent, is I cared for this Valerian family. Like I wanted them all to come to know Jesus, but they were all so stubborn and so blind, like so blind to the the values of Rome and the lies. Like, wow. Um, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Keep reading. Keep reading. Book 2 is so good. Um, uh, we're so self-centered. We're living. Yeah, when you saw here something he couldn't get. Yes. Yes. Yeah. She wouldn't give in to him, and he's never been denied anything before, so he was like confused. Um, oh, I know. I was bawling too. I was bawling too. It was incredible the restraint that he showed Hadassah. Yeah, like it does show a little bit of his like integrity, I guess, of he did well, almost. He almost took advantage of her, right? At that one time. And that's what was odd to me in a way, like why Hadassah wasn't turned off by that and why she still had feelings for him. That piece I don't understand, but um like after that, he did respect her physical boundaries, but um it's just so fascinating. I could read it forever. Okay, let me see. What else do we have? Um, I love how attracted he was, not only especially attracted to. Yes, yes. I know because he saw her have peace, and he was so confused by that. Like, how is that possible? Um, oh, this one. He has like a moment at the end where he was like, "I get it," and Asa was like, "No, I'm not it." Oh yeah. Okay. Um, he. I know he. She tried to like explain to him, and do you guys recall like when um they kiss a little bit and he's like, come on, like I want to marry you and whatever, and um Hadass is like, but I'd be conflicted, like you'd pull me away from my faith. He's like, no, you could do whatever you want, you can worship whatever god you want. And she's like, but which god will you worship? And he's like, I'll worship you. And she's like, no, that's the worst. Like he had like idolized her at that point. And man, I thought that was so good, like showing how in a way he had made her his god, and that's equally bad, like him being so tolerant for her, but it has to be for him too, like he has to know God himself too. So okay, so we can quickly move to Julia too. Like they're similar-ish, but Julia's even darker, obviously. Like she's just so self-centered. She doesn't care about literally anyone but herself. Maybe a little bit Marcus, but like so spoiled, such a brat. Like she's the worst. And yet her like insatiable desire to like just consume pleasure at all times, how relatable is that? Like how much of a picture of our world is she? And showing like how Hadassah interacted with her, it was brilliant. Like how God loves us and sacrifices for us and protects us when we don't even know he's doing it and when we truly don't deserve it. Like that is such a great picture when Hadassah threw herself over Julia. Like, wow. And then Julia can turn around and mock her though too. Don't we do that with God? Like it's a contrast. So I don't hate Julia because she is so many of us, and I want to have compassion for her like Hadassah does. And yeah, so but her character definitely was like um almost you could say like an antagonist, and just like the pure picture of how lost this world is. Yeah. So, oh, hello, welcome, welcome. I'd love for you to join the book club. There is a Fable link. I think all the links are in the description of this live, and it should be there now. So if you click the description of the live, all the links are there for you to join. Would love for you to join. Okay. She kept digging her grave. I know. Like, every one of her choices was bad. And I just couldn't believe it. Yes, so deceived. Yeah. Oh, why don't you share a name of this character? I am so sorry, Julia. I know it's one of those things. Is Julia like, was that a common Roman name back then? I don't know, but she was the worst times a million. I know. Yeah, yeah, I see that. Um, it was crazy what a big turn happened when she became friends with Calba. I know, Calba. We'll get to her. Calba is like, to me, pure evil, but yikes. We all know Julia. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Totally do. And it's so easy to judge them and hate them, but that's not what they need. Because in a way, it fuels them. If we judge and hate people like that, it fuels their continued whatever. But if we show compassion and mercy to them, it like disarms them, I feel. So anyways, read book 2 is all I can say. Julia was a weak person. I think she was threatened in the end by the strength. Yeah, totally. Yeah, she had no will of her own. Like Julia had a very weak will, actually. Like she was not very smart because she didn't even realize when people were manipulating her. So there you go. Oh, good. Oh, yay. Good. Definitely join it. Julia was a difficult character, but I thought she would come around after her second marriage, but she gets worse. I know. She actually keeps getting worse. Like this whole book, worse and worse and worse. Like, and yet it's like realistic. Like, it's not like, I don't know. Kind of sad that like her relationship with her mom was not good. Like, how did her mom just let her be like that? I don't even know. Yeah. Oh, yes, it was originally from Julius. Oh, totally makes sense. Yeah, totally makes sense. Okay. That's cool. Okay, the difficult part to read was when Julia aborts. I know. Okay, that part too, you guys. That's intense. Crazy how that's the thing, you guys. All of this stuff that is like it's been happening for hundreds of years. All of these things, all of these issues, all of the, you know, evil in our government and whatever. Like, it was happening hundreds of years ago, and it doesn't surprise God at all. And God has like kept a remnant of Christians because do you remember in my reading blog at the very beginning of this book when Hadassah's brother says God always leaves a remnant? I fully believe that. Like, we're the remnant now, you guys. And to like know that, and the one of the previous comments saying like this inspires me to read the word and know it in my heart. Yes, because we are the remnant of God, and we're waiting for Jesus to come back, and that's our highest calling, is to know him and serve him and follow him and make his name known. So I don't remember how I got on that, but there you go. It was just sad to see how Julia kept spiraling downwards. I know. Who I could not find. Yeah, I know. Calaba. We'll talk about her too. Yeah. Hadassah was to the dad what Julia could never be. Yes, I know. The daughter. The dad's name was Decimus. Decimus. Ooh, yeah. Reminds me of the verse dog. Totally. That is very accurate. Wonder if Rivers wanted to use Julia and Hadassah to show the contrast between following God and following the world. I'm sure, yes. Like, almost in a way, the whole family, the Larian family, they each had their own different way of following the world. Julia was definitely the deepest into it. And then Hadassah's like just quiet, simple way of living. What a contrast. And from the outside looking in, it looks like she has it worse off. And why would anyone pick Hadassah's life? But to not know that, like, and isn't at the end too, when Atreides is talking to Hadassah and he's like, I can like get the guards to release you or something. Like, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? And she's like, I'm already free. I'm already free. And that gave me chills because I'm like, she's free from the fear and she has freedom in Jesus. And she can face anything now. So good. So good. Ooh, yeah. Nothing new under the sun. That's what I was trying to say. Yes. And we are the remnant. Yes. Um, okay. Yeah, I feel like there's so many similarities to American culture when Hannah sent to bury the baby. Oh, I know. And that part, like, interesting, like coming off of the Atonement Child and reading this. That Atonement Child was set in the 90s. Same thing was happening in the 90s, 100 years ago in Rome, like happening now, you know? So nothing new under the sun. Yeah. And God's heart has been breaking. And yet there is hope. Jesus has redeemed the world and there is hope. Okay. Want to switch to a treatise because he had a significant part of this book. He had his own chapters and we got to know his character. I did find his relationship with Julia so icky. Like I was icked. I thought I just did not like their relationship because it was so lustful. Like it was 100% lust. And anytime Julia like thought she loved someone or her husband or whoever, just lustful though. Like it's not true love because it was so self-serving still, right? So yeah, a treatise. But I liked seeing the progression of his character too because he's not Roman and he was brought into the Roman culture and he did what he had to do to survive. And then like even the few moments that he had with Hadassah left an impact on him. And yeah. And then Julia's baby with him and wow. So you see a little bit more of him in book 2, but his whole book is book 3. So you do get to like fully see his story complete in book 3. So read the trilogy is all I can say. But yeah, what do you guys think of his character? His chapters were more boring. Like I definitely was like, I want to get to the actual characters I like, but it's still he was still useful to showing how the plot needed to happen. But yeah. Yeah, so gross. I didn't like them. I didn't like Julia really with anyone. Like it just I didn't understand. Like why does he like her? Why does she like him? I understand why she likes him. Why did he like her? I don't know. Ooh, this is a dual timeline that I loved. Yes, she needs to do a masterclass. I would attend just because I want to hear her talk about her writing process. She's so good. And I pray that she has at least one more book in her. I don't even know, like she's probably like older, you know. Please give us one more book, please. Yeah. Okay. Even being a barbarian, I saw more hope in a treatise than Marcus. Yes, I know. Yeah, because he was so, he felt more hungry for answers. He wasn't satisfied with the Roman way of life. He was still disgusted by it, actually. So that actually worked in his favor because then he was willing to hear out Hadassah's way of life. He felt some sort of guilt for killing all those people in the arena. Killing Caleb was, yeah, that really got to him. Yeah, I know, that was so sad. Even though I did not like him and Julia together, I felt bad for him that she didn't come be his wife. I know, like, come on, why didn't she do that? And then she married, it didn't even keep his name on my mind, but like, she married the other guy. It starts with a P, I think. Because like they can just chill, and he's not even on that side. So, yeah, so messed up, so messed up. I feel like a treatise story was a reflection of immigrant's life. Yeah, totally. He was an immigrant, totally. Oh, she was the one. Yes, totally forgot about that. Yes, Julia was in the prophecy from Atreides' mom. Yes. I forgot about that. Yes, right. Okay, thank you guys. I totally forgot. Yes, that's the name. There we go. When Hadassah tells him his son is alive, I know, that was so good. That was a really good scene. I agree. That was really good. Francine is 78. Okay, girl, she could write more. Come on. We'll wait however long it takes. He was actually one of my favorite characters. Ooh, book three is a favorite of yours. Love to hear that, because I often hear it's not as much of a favorite, and it's not one of my favorites either. Like Echo in the Darkness cannot be beat for me, but I still loved his story because it's very like intense. So can't wait to get to that with everyone. Yes, because he's like, do whatever you want, because I'll do whatever I want. Yeah, but then his like slave dude that he had, Hadassah like saved the slave guy, the slave boy, and that's so cool. So there you go. Like I just love her. Okay, Decimus and Phoebe, you guys. I really liked their characters. Like they weren't in it a ton, and Decimus was definitely like stubborn and all the things, but I just liked their dynamic. I liked how they treated Hadassah, and they were probably like a more like nice example of what a Roman couple could be and how they traded their slaves and stuff, and like did business and stuff. Like he was a good businessman and an honest one, and he cared about his people. Like I just loved their characters. And like by the end too, like when they totally saw Hadassah as their daughter, and yet like still she was still a slave, so there was still that relationship. But yeah, like when Hadassah would like sing and he'd be able to sleep, like, oh, loved it. And like, yeah, and okay, yeah. I like their characters, is all I can say. And I like Phoebe quite a lot. So nice. Phoebe, my heart, I know. When he was on the deathbed, I know. It was so powerful, really. Okay, I'm glad you guys like them too. Phoebe was the one that right away saw something in Hadassah. Yes, I know. So cool, right? Yeah, I just really liked Decimus, like actually both of them. Both of them, they didn't know how to actually parent their kids. Maybe they tried to lead by example, but like the kids were not following. And they were like so consumed, I guess, by Roman culture that their parents like couldn't. I feel like they could have parented their kids better, but yeah, I like the characters. Okay, was in the Chick-fil-A drive-through listening to the deathbed scene. Bad timing. I just thought that was great. Oh, you could just tell them, "Hey, I'm reading A Voice in the Wind," and they're like, "Oh, we get it." Love the way they had a realistic marriage. Just agreed. Yeah, I know. I really like the relationship. That was one of my favorite things about Friends. The echoes to the Bible. Yeah. I know. So relieved. I know. Yes, he was a fusion by birth. That played a part in how he treated his slaves. Oh, good point. See, thank you. Yes, totally. Love that. Okay, Calaba. You guys. When she comes in, like, whatever Julia's friend's name was, takes her to Calaba's like little discussion, and Calaba, like, what? Okay, if any of you have read This Present Darkness, and the professor lady in that book, Calaba reminded me of her, where like full new age, full spiritism, where like, yeah, that's what was going on there. And it's tricky because like she's a human being, but she made her choices and she seems pretty happy with them. But like so did Julia, so did all of them. So how is it any different like to show Calaba compassion and understanding too, right? But it's just hard because like her choices or her actions and her words were so destructive to so many people. Where's the line? I don't know, but like I want nothing to do with her and people like that. Because yeah, anyways, I don't even know what to say, but yeah, she's freaky. We don't have to spend too much time on her, but clearly she heavily influenced Julia and Julia's part in the book, and Hadassah's end. So Yeah. And you know what? I don't actually remember her storyline in book 2. So I don't even remember if we see her again. So that'll be a surprise to me too, because I don't remember. It's been so long, and I mostly just know Marcus in book 2, and that's why I love book 2. So there you go. Okay, let me look through these comments. Oh, one more Decimus comment. I loved how Decimus was hungry for what Hadassah had. Yes, he was hungry. He could see that she had something he didn't, and he's like, is it possible for me to have that? Yeah. Okay, yeah, she was so evil. Modern day crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Like, really bad. Yeah. She wanted Julia for herself. I know. But then, like, yeah, she just so corruptive. It's so bad. Caliban made me think that sometimes the enemy just uses just enough truth to make us turn from God's truth. I know. They're so sneaky. So sneaky. Yes, she was. She murdered her husband, right? And children. Because, yeah, she said she has had abortions before too, right? She is a friend you don't want to have. Yeah. Unfortunately, like, I'm not equipped to like do that. That's with God and like professionals. I don't even know. Yeah. Yeah. So she represents the world. Like, and when we say the world, we mean completely self-serving, and like you putting yourself kind of as a god, like against anything else. Yeah. When Caliba's eyes were described as black at one point, yeah, I know. She's definitely like possessed for sure. I would think, or just like following whatever they tell her. But like, yeah. Oh, Octavia, that was the name. Yeah. I felt the character was a fall. Yeah, yeah, I agree. What was in it for Caliban to mess up with Juliet? She was so annoying. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I think she just like enjoyed corrupting people and seeing how many people she could corrupt. Um, I picked her as the little devil on her shoulder. Yep. She reminds me of a witch. I know. So entrenched. I also didn't understand why she pushed Julia to marry her first husband. Wasn't that her lover? Wait, you're right. Wait. I don't know. There's no logic here. Oh, same as Dylan, Morgan, and Ethan. Yes. I think she's worse, though, than them. But, yeah. It's different with a woman, like, because she just, oh, what is that? We bring Twilight into this. Part of the Vulture. They at least had, like, I don't even know. That is very funny. Thank you for laughing, yes. So, yeah. There must be something redeeming in the other words. For Caliba, I truly don't remember. So there we go. I think Caliba is also an example of someone who won't let anyone be any better than them. Yes, she wanted control over people. Yeah. Okay, we've done characters, you guys. I'm curious with the places. Does anyone have any insight into why Francine Rivers broke it into places like that? Like, is Jerusalem, Germania, Rome, and Ephesus? I guess I could say like different parts to Hadassah's life, but Germania was a treatise. And is Germania modern day Germany or no? That part I didn't really understand. I didn't put too much effort into it. And actually, wouldn't there be a map? So let me see if I can find it. In my thing. Yeah, it does look like Germany, right? Because there's Britain, it says. Germania, and then like Rome is down here with Italy. So yeah. I wonder if that's accurate to history. I don't actually know. I haven't looked into that part of history, but there you go. could it be, let me see, could it be those places were hotbeds for the early church? Yeah. Totally. Rome definitely was. And Ephesus was too. And then, I mean, Germania is just showing a treaty's origin, I guess. Yeah, because I don't remember if, now I need to see, do they do it here too? Okay, no. So in the second book, it's different titles. Okay, yeah, no. In the second book, it's not places, it's like the something. Like it's the Echo is the first part of this book. So yeah, I actually liked it. And then like my copy, it would say, can you see that? It would say Rome up there, so I like know where they are, you know? And then like Ephesus when they get there to Ephesus. There it is. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Do I have anything else? I think it was broken into that because that was how the gospel was spread. Huh. Okay. Yeah, totally. I know. Then they followed Ephesus. Seriously. Yes. Okay. Any other thoughts, you guys? The ending. Like, who saw that coming? I could not believe it. When I first read it, I was like, she killed off Hadassah? How dare she? I was as broken up as Marcus. I'm like, what even is book 2 going to be about? Like, so I had to read Echo in the Darkness right away because I'm like, I understand, like, I'm not mad about the ending, because I'm like, Hadassah, she ended with so much peace. She was so okay with it. She's like, I finally have embraced that I am a Christian and I believe in the name of Jesus, and you can kill me for it, but I know where I'm going and I will not bow. Powerful. And I loved that. But like, what a way to end it though. Like with Marcus watching the lions like drag her by the leg. So if any of you didn't jump into Echo in the Darkness right away, jump into it right away. And so I got to page 54. And it's so good. Like is it a prologue? Or the preface? No. Prologue, Alexander Democedes Amandinus. Read it is all I can say. But yeah, like that ending made the book, it, because of Hadassah's progression of faith and how, like, oh, you guys, let me get to it. I'm getting fired up. Look at this. They want her. So they're at the party. This is page 479. Stand her over there for all of us to see. So she stands in the middle of the room and she's like, Lord, you know what's in my heart. You know I love you. Help me. Take up the flame, Hadassah, Julia commanded. And she's like, oh God, help me. And the word came to her, filling her. I am the Lord your God, and there is no other. The soft voice whispered through her mind, take up your cross and follow me. Hadassah put her hand over her heart and closed her eyes. Lord, forgive me, she whispered, ashamed that she had almost given into fear. Don't forsake me. Lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Hadassah raised her head and looked at Julia. The Lord, he is God, and there is no other. I pray that I can say that too in the situation, you know? So powerful. And then it keeps going. Vespian, he is God, say it. She stood silent. Speak the words, speak them or die. And then she says, I believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God. A Christian, someone whispered. Julia struck her again. The emperor is God. And then they take her out, and that building, and then her in the dark cage or whatever, and she's like, I finally feel released from this fear. Like, I'm not even sad that I'm here. And she encourages the other Christians there and the children. And like that part, and then the building of like she talking to Atreides, telling him his son is alive, and then Marcus is like, oh, where is Julia and Hadassah? And Julia's like, oh, I dealt with it, Marcus. And then when he's like running, trying to see her, it was so intense. I hope I just relived that with you. But that made the book. And I think that ending was perfect and like brilliant. So there we go. Okay, let me see these comments. Oh, so good. I hope that. Well, I hope that was fun. I could talk about books forever, you guys. These books, I love them. Okay, whoa, I missed a lot. This is good. This is good. The end hit me like a freight train. I know. The ending. I wanted it to be a happy ending. I know. I never read a book during this time period. Yes, I know. So hopefully you can have a picture of it now. Never saw that coming. Me neither. Me neither. And I was like, oh! So I had to read book 2 immediately. My theory is that Julia would pin the murder of her husband on Hadassah. Yeah, surprised she didn't do that actually. After finishing, I had to keep to myself. I had to keep telling myself it's just a book. I know, because Hadassah feels real, and I think I saw someone say that. The end had me screaming what in the middle of my kitchen. I know. First time I read it, I immediately picked up the next one. Yeah, absolutely. The ending was so hard. It was like slamming the brakes. I was like, how is this a trilogy? I know. What could the next books be about? I was hoping that something like Daniel and Lion would happen. I know. But then, like, literally Marcus sees a lion dragging her leg. Emotionally wrecked. Yeah. Understandable. Didn't have to wait. Yes, I know. Can you imagine? I wonder what it was like. I don't remember, because my mom's read these books. I don't remember if she read them as they were coming out, because when did this come out? 1993. That's the year I was born, you guys. So I doubt my mom read it when it first came out. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. Did I read that right? Copyright 1993. So then when is this? Wait. Where is it? 1994. Okay. 1 year, but still. A whole year? Wrecked. I guess there was no, I was like, I bet she got a bunch of messages. There was no way to message back then. So she was just, Francine Rivers just chilling, being like, you guys don't know. Oh, she did say if she married Marcus, her faith would have dwindled because it seemed, yes, yeah. Epilogue gave you hope. I know, wasn't the epilogue good? Wait, what was the epilogue? See, I'm a little bit, but the eyes of the Lord are watching over those who fear him, who rely upon his steady love. He will keep them from death. Okay. There could be some hope. That is crazy. Nice. And Echo in the Darkness. How long do people have to wait between books? 1 year. How do we, yeah, seriously. So brave. She's, yes, she hears the faith and not even real. Totally. When Hadassah wondered if Julia's betrayal was how it felt for Judas to be burned by Judas. Yeah. I know. Oh, no. I know. It was so intense. It was the right ending. Yeah. Marcus only seeing the corruption in his life and world when someone he loved was hurt by it felt realistic. Yeah. I was angry and sad and not my book. I know. Oh, no worries. It's gonna still be here. I'm sorry you couldn't be here to give comments, but we chatted all about the characters and how we thought. So put your thoughts in the comments. No worries. Do you think she would join this book club if we missed her? I don't know. We talked about that last time. I don't know. I'm too scared. I'm too scared to message her. But like, what's the worst? But also, like, I don't know what I'd say to her. Like, I don't interview people. Like, I don't know. But wouldn't it be so fun to just ask her, like, what were you thinking when you wrote this? And like, how did you come up with this? And blah, blah, blah. I would love to, but I'm scared. So you guys have to hype me up. We have the whole year. Yeah. I know. I think it'd be so perfect. It would be so perfect if she joined for the Redeeming Love one, because that's like her most epic one, right? Appreciate Francine not shying away from us, giving us an ending that wasn't happy. Yep. I really enjoyed this, you guys. Thank you so much. I just have to say, Thank you so much. Um, the reading experience is so much better because I'm reading with all of you, and the Fable Club is so lovely. So thank you for being there too. But if you're not, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Thank you for being here, and we're gonna be reading An Echo in the Darkness. I'm gonna change it right after this. So, and I'm gonna like sit here and binge this today. Why wouldn't I? Ah, it's so good. Okay. Okay, I see all of you trying to hype me up. I'm afraid. Okay. I'm Hadassah. I'm afraid. Um, I'll try. I really think. Yeah. So good. Loved gushing. Yes. Loved. Starting book 2. Do it. Yay. Thank you, everyone. Truly. Okay. I pray blessings over you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. And yeah, hopefully you can read An Echo in the Darkness. Anyone who watched this back, because you didn't finish this book or you missed it, I'm glad you're here. Still put your thoughts in the comments and take your time. No pressure to like speed read these, you guys. Everyone's reading speed is welcome here. And I'll leave these videos up forever on YouTube. So you can come back and watch them. And yeah, thank you, everyone. So we need that emotional support group, right? I'm so glad you guys are here. Have a great weekend. Okay. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, there's a couple clicks. So, okay, bye.